All right.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are just waiting on our prosecutor, and as soon as she has checked in here, then we'll get started. Good morning, everyone. Again, we should be able to get started here in about 5-10 minutes at the very latest. Our prosecutor's just running just a tiny bit late. While we're waiting for her, let me just confirm who is here on what cases. Mr. Neal, which ones are you here on? You're here on Bayless.
Your Honor, I'm here on, yes, Ash Bayless, Alexandra Burdick, Bo Corriveau, Margaret Slaughter, Jason Sipniewski,
Okay.
and Avery Vesa.
Okay. Are you also here on Anna Roeder?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, so that one is you as well. And Mr. Hurt, if I can confirm which ones you're here on?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm on Jerry Benden, number 3, Stephanie Hernandez, number 6, Sarah Herrera, number 7, and Tasha Feister, number 12.
Okay. And let's see, Miss Beal is Miss Beal here? Yes, she is. Okay. And then Miss Barton, you're here on Hill, is that correct? Or I'm sorry, that would be Miss Turner. Miss Turner, are you here on Mr. Hill?
Yes, Mr. Hill and Ms. Jeffrey Norton for 8.
Okay. And Norton. Okay, and Mr. Ambrosino, I see he's here.
Yeah, yes, Judge, good morning. I only
Good morning.
have Jasmine Lopez.
Okay.
I'd actually conferred with the prosecutor quite a bit.
Okay.
And I thought we had an agreement.
Okay,
I just needed it memorialized, essentially. I also have a district court setting this morning as well.
okay. So what is the agreement?
It was for,
Is it like the
it was
90
for a
day
90-day
deferred?
Yeah, it was a 90-day deferred 4-hour online drug and alcohol class, no new offenses. And then she indicated the fine and court costs were around, I think, $420 or so. But she said that, and I'm not sure if this is, how your court handles it. I guess she said something about the client was in custody for more than 8 hours, which I understand that she was, that she would get credit towards the fine.
Yes, that's
So
correct.
that was basically, we had it. And so that was the agreement. We were in agreement with that. I was just kind of waiting on paperwork or whatever I needed to do to finalize it.
Okay.
My client's in agreement with it, or in agreement.
Okay, I have credited the fine and court costs $150. So the amount that would be due is $281
Okay.
for fine
Yeah,
and
that's
court
fine.
costs. So I've already got that. I've already got that in the system. Will she be able to pay within 30 days or will she need a payment plan?
She can pay within 30 days, for sure.
All right, and for the paperwork, would you be able to get that to me by Monday, once that's sent out to you?
Yes, I can. Can I just fax it back to you or email it back?
Absolutely, or you can email it.
Okay. Does she need to sign or can I sign on her behalf?
No, you can sign on her behalf. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, then definitely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and so I'll make a note that Lucy will or Miss Pearson will send you just in the agreed motion for deferred, and then as soon as I receive that, which hopefully will be no later than Monday, I'll get that order out to you right away.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so if there's nothing further, you can have fun in district court.
Okay, yeah, it'll be a blast. Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir,
Have a
for
good
being
day.
here. All right, you too.
Absolutely.
And then, let me see who else we have. And then, Mr. Thompson, I believe I saw you somewhere. There you are. Good morning, sir. Did you still want to talk with Ms. Pearson? I think that's why we set it for today. Oh, I'm sorry, you're on mute.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I've got neighbors moving my trash cans. I mean, I don't know what I can do to
Okay. That's no problem.
prevent, like, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, no, I hear you. So here in just a few minutes, we're going to put you in a private breakout room with Ms. Pearson. So
Perfect.
and talk with her about the case. Let me see who else I have. Mr. Mitchell, I believe
Yes,
I
ma'am.
saw you. Okay, good
Good
morning,
morning. Good
Mr.
morning. Good
Mitchell.
morning. I feel like I'm the non-lawyer guy. I hope that's okay.
That is perfect.
I'm all nervous. I've never done this before, so this is
Yeah, that's-
Zooming and
Yeah, that's
non-lawyering
no
and all
problem.
that kind of stuff. So
Well, you have a few options today. The prosecutor is here if you want to have a conversation with her and see whether or not she would offer you any kind of plea deal. The alleged violation for which you're here took place on October 16th,
right.
where it was 67 in a 40. So you wouldn't qualify for the driver's safety course.
Right.
But if you wanted to talk with her, then we can put you in a private breakout room with her so that you can have whatever conversation you want to have.
That'll
You
work.
don't have to talk with her. If you wanted to just pay the ticket, the fine and court costs would be a total of $334. If you already know you want to contest the ticket and set it for pretrial and trial, we can do that as well. Any conversation you have with the prosecutor, any new information that she finds out from you, she can't use that against you later on if you were to decide to contest the ticket and set it for trial. Okay.
I'm
So
not.
it's not going to harm you in that way, but you don't have
Right.
to talk to her if you don't want to.
I'm not. Well, like I say, this is all new to me, so I'm not here to contest anything. We had, I think, I don't know if you and I emailed or we talked on the phone. So this was, I guess, an option for me just to find out, you know, if I can do any kind of probation or something. I just don't want it on my record, and I'm not here to,
Okay.
like I say, for a bad, you know, hey,
Right.
I was on my way up there to see the elephants, had a great time, you know, and the
Right.
officer that pulled me over, you know, I'm not trying to chum me up here. He couldn't have been any more respectful. So, you know, it's
Okay.
all on me. You know, I'm not here to, you know, make any excuses. Just, you know, whatever help I can get is what I'm
Right.
asking. Okay.
Right, I understand. So
Okay.
here in just a minute, we're going to
That's fine.
put you in the private breakout room
Okay.
with her. Mr. Neal, I'm going to, we do have court at 10:30, so I'm going to try to wrap this up by 10:20. But Mr. Neal, I'm going to go ahead and put you in a breakout room with Ms. Pearson so that you can start talking about the case.
Yes, Your Honor. And if it's helpful, I can just come over to the courtroom as well if we don't finish in time. But
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That would be great. So hold on just a second.
How is this prioritized time-wise? So I don't know if if we're going to be sitting on the Zoom for an hour and a half before we speak to anybody.
It can be a while because everybody wants to talk with the prosecutor. Are you on a time crunch?
I'm working the election
somewhere?
poll, so I stepped out. I'm actually at election. I'm
Okay,
doing voters. We discussed. I'm like helping voters. So I'm at an election site. I just stepped out, and then
okay,
I'd like to get back in and support that whenever I can.
okay. That's no problem. Then I'll go ahead and put you in there first.
Thank you.
You bet. So you should be receiving an invitation to go into breakout room.
Very, very familiar.
Okay, and for everybody else, if you just want to hold tight, we'll get everybody in to speak with her as soon as possible. Because it looks like you guys have multiple cases, it may make sense for Mr. Pettit, let's see, to go next in there because he's just got, or I'm sorry, Mr. Mitchell. Oops, but we may have lost him.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, you are here. Okay.
I'm here. Just,
I'm sorry. You.
I'll
popped up
tell them
there.
all. I swear I'll talk fast. I promise. Okay.
No,
So
you take
I
your
don't
time.
want to, I
I'm sorry,
appreciate it. I'm like,
I saw that he was not on my list because I think he said a little bit later, but I believe Mr. Pettit was able to make it a little bit earlier and do Zoom. Good morning, Mr. Pettit.
Hey.
So are you on camera or did you just, are you able to do video or did you just call in and use the phone number?
I have no idea how to use this thing.
Okay, do you see an icon at the bottom of the screen that's a video camera?
Hold on. There we go.
Okay, great. All right. So, Mr. Pettit, we had set you because it looks like the first time you were in on your cases, which is a failure to identify and a public intoxication, you had requested to speak with the prosecutor. Would you still like to do that this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you were to enter a plea on these cases, your jail time was sufficient that you have a zero balance on both cases. If you were to enter a plea of either guilty or no contest, or if you want to dispute the cases and set it for trial, you wouldn't owe any fine or court costs.
Right. I just can't really have it going on my record, so I'm
No,
not
I
able-
understand. No, I understand that. So if you just want to hold tight, we're going to get you in there to speak with Ms. Pearson as quickly as possible, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Your Honor, I have class at 10 and there's no rush. I can email my teacher, but if there's any way that I could get in before then, that would be very much appreciated.
Thank you for letting me know, Ms. Field. So it looks like you had two cases. One was speeding, where it looks like it was 24 over, and your other case was expired license plate. Have you been able to register your car?
I emailed back and forth with someone and I've been talking with my dad about it, and I got my it renewed, but then I think I don't really know what happened, but also I don't really know what's going on with my video, sorry.
That's
But so I have which one, because I've been to court for this already.
Mhm.
Which one do I need to recheck out?
Well, I'm not for sure. So for the expired license plates, if you've renewed the registration on the car and you submit proof that you've renewed the registration, it's a $20 dismissal fee. And your case would get dismissed. We just have to see that the car was registered. So do you have your registration paperwork?
I emailed the registration paperwork, but I don't think that it, like, the sticker isn't renewed yet.
Okay, so you haven't registered your vehicle yet, because the sticker should have been renewed at the time that you registered the vehicle.
Yeah, I emailed you a copy of.
Well, it wouldn't be me, it would be Ms. Hogue, and I'm sure she can look that up real quick to see whether or not we've received that information. And then have you taken a driver safety course within the last year?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Bill, what you had, I'm sorry to interrupt. She had sent me the inspection and then I replied that that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the registration and I never did receive it.
Okay, so the inspection is what you get in order to register your car, but you have to actually go down and register the car. So it doesn't sound like you've done that to get the new sticker. Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So if you were to plea on that case, your fine and court cost would be $185. It looks like you're past the deadline to do a driver safety course. If you had applied for the driver safety course prior to your initial appearance date, then you would have been able to do that course in exchange for a dismissal, but you're far over the deadline at this point. If you want to enter a plea on the case, it would be either guilty or no contest. It would be $309 on that case. So your options then today are, if you want to talk with the prosecutor and see whether or not she's willing to offer you any kind of plea deal on the speeding case, you can do that, or you can go ahead and set these cases for trial. What would you prefer to do?
So if I talk to the prosecutor, what would that help me with?
Okay, actually, hold on just a second, because it looks like we may have already given you a deadline to get some things done. Okay, so the last time you were, you appeared by Zoom, it was September 27th. I had told you you qualify for the driver safety course, and you said that you would submit the application and all of the documents no later than Thursday on September 29th, but we never received anything. And it looks like I told you at that time as well that the driver safety course will no longer be permitted if you didn't turn in your paperwork within that deadline, because you were already well over the deadline. So I had given you an additional opportunity for the driver safety course. So you're at this point, you're in the position where you can either set it for trial or pay the $309 on the speeding case.
Okay, I'll pay the $300.
Okay. And then for the expired plates, do you want to contest that case, or do you want to enter a no contest plea and your fine and court costs would be $185?
I'll pay.
Okay. All right. So if in entering a no contest plea, which just means you're not going to contest the cases, you are waiving your right to a trial. You're waiving your right to remain silent because you would be entering a plea. And you're also waiving your right to consult with an attorney. Knowing those three rights, do you wish to waive them and go forward with a no contest plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And are you able to pay fine and court costs within 30 days, or would you like a payment plan?
I can pay in the next 30 days.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is issue an order on both cases that say how much you owe and that you're going to have 30 days in order to pay them. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you are done on these cases. You can be dismissed unless you have any other questions.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for being here, Ms. Beal. Okay. Have a good day.
Looks like Miss Pearson's ready to come back over.
We should be coming back over.
Hello?
Yes. Hold on just a second. We're waiting for Miss Pearson.
Oh, there she is.
Okay. And where is Mr. Thompson? Should be popping back over.
There he is.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay. So, Mr. Thompson and Miss Pearson. Miss Pearson, is there any kind of announcement on this case?
Yes, they are. I am actually going to prepare a dismissal today so that we can remove Mr. Thompson from the docket and not have a reset on his case.
Okay. All right, Mr. Thompson, that paperwork will be done today. You will receive in the mail in order the final order that dismisses your case, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can be dismissed.
Thank you. Everybody have a great election day. Vote.
Thank you.
Okay, it looks like, do you want to talk with Ms. Pearson, Mr. Mitchell, real quick? It looks like he's got a speeding ticket and wanted to talk to you about possibly keeping it off his record.
Sure.
So it's Dwayne Mitchell. I'll put you in that breakout room. It looks like it was 67 and a 40, so it's
Okay,
20.
sure.
But I'll put you both in a breakout room real quick.
Morning.
Okay. I'm not for sure. But I'm not for sure, Ms. Pearson, why it's not letting me move you over, because you clicked back to rejoin the main session, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why it does that. So what I'm just going to create a new room
Okay.
just to make it, if it'll let me do that. I'm going to move him back into the main session, and then I'll just create an additional room.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Mitchell, I'm sorry. I need to reassign you to the room. It's not.
Okay, cool. I hit join. That's all. Like I say, I don't.
Yeah, hold on.
I
Let me
hit
just
join
close
and
all the rooms and start over.
Okay, cool. It showed me, that was all.
Yeah, okay, let me add a room.
All right, thank you.
Now I'll get you guys.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now y'all should be receiving it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right.
Pearson's ready.
Okay. Ms. Pearson, is there an announcement on the case?
Yes, there is. Because of the speed that he was going, what I have requested that he do is get a copy of his driving record sent to the court, which he's actually already done. He sent it to Ms. Hogue, so there should be a copy of it for you to review.
Okay.
And what he wants you to do is review that driving record, and he would be requesting a deferral with the driver safety course.
Okay. Is
So
that
that,
together?
I'm putting it in your court.
Okay. Mr. Mitchell, if you want to hang on for just a minute, I'm going to review your
Thank you.
the driving record that's being submitted. But in the meantime, Ms. Turner, I'm going to go ahead and put you in with Ms. Pearson.
Thank you, Judge.
Lucy, I'm going to put you in room 1, but then I'm going to have to switch you out to room 2. I don't know why this is being goofy, but it is. Actually, it may let you pop right into room 2. Okay, Mr. Mitchell, let me review your driving history real quick.
Sure. Thank you.
So you're going to move me again?
Yeah. Did you not receive the invite for room 2?
Mm-mm.
Let's see if it'll pop you into room 1. Did you receive an invite?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to move Ms. Turner to room 1. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Mitchell. Give me just a minute.
No, please, no. I'm not here to rush you, I promise. Okay, so I'm just relaxing, sipping a little. So we're good. Thank you. Sorry, I was speeding in your town. My apologies.
I just appreciate you being here. Ms. Hogue, do you want to forward that driving history, or you can just, chat?
Would you forward it to you? Because it's in there. It's in.
Is it already in encode? Oh, okay.
Scan in there.
No, okay.
You should be able to just pull
Let
it
me
up.
just pop in here real quick. Okay. Mr. Mitchell, it looks like any cases that you did have are very old. They date back several years. So on your case, I will grant your request for a deferred. So how a deferred works is you would be entering a no contest plea.
Sure.
You would be waiving your right to a trial, you're waiving your right to consult with an attorney, and waiving your right to remain silent. And you would be placed on deferred for 90 days. During
Sounds
that 90-day period of time, and I'm going to write all this down for you and send an order to you.
Okay.
Within 30 days, you would pay $334, which is your fine and court costs.
Okay.
You're going to take a driver safety course and submit that you've successfully completed that course
Okay.
to the court within 60 days.
60. Okay, cool.
And then during that 90-day period of time, you can't receive any new offenses. And we do pull your driving history, and we'll pull your criminal history at the end of the 90
Sure.
days as well.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
For
And
the 334, would you be able to pay that within 30 days, or do
That's-
you need a payment plan?
now let's just, I mean, I could say make it longer, but if it's easier, I'll just make it where I can pay you in 30 days since you're
Okay.
doing this other stuff for me. Is that okay? I mean,
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want to put you in a financial bind.
no, I mean, I don't know if you can split it in two or not. Is that a hassle if I said, hey, can you split it in two? Is that, or not?
No, you can pay, half of it. It's just whether or not it goes over the 30 days, because if it does, there's a $15 payment, time
No,
payment.
let's just, I had already, I don't even know why I'm saying that. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay.
I'm just a self-employed knucklehead. That's all. So,
No,
begging for, please pay me. I have a ticket to pay, please. No, 30 days is fine. Let's just, thank you.
Okay. And so what we'll do is I'm going to send you the order by email. Do you also want it sent by mail? It looks like.
I don't, no, emails. That's how,
That's
Miss
okay.
Hogue, if I'm saying her name correctly, that's how, we've been.
Okay. All right, then I
communicating.
will send it by email then, just so that we have an updated address. What is your address?
Can I give you the mailing is what y'all have, that 923? Do you have that one, or I can give it to you now?
Okay, or you can just send it by email. We'll
Is
just.
that okay? I'll do
by
that.
email.
Yeah. As soon as she emails me, I'll send my address to you.
Okay. All right, that sounds great. So be
Thank you.
looking for that by email. It'll be either late this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning.
No worries. So 30 days to pay, 60 days to get my driving test and send that to you. Be good for 90 days.
Yes,
And I'm a free man. Thank you.
yes, sir.
All
All right,
right,
thank you
have
so
a
much
great
for
one.
being here.
You're welcome. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
For Mr. Neal and Mr. Hurt, do you want me to run through your cases and let you know whether or not there's jail credit, so you know what the current fine and court costs are, or do you already have that information?
I do not have that information. I guess that would be helpful.
Okay, so for bailiffs, there is jail credit in the amount of $150. So fine and court costs would be $281. Let's see, verdict. There's also credit in the amount of $150, so that would be $281. Same with Corvo.
Okay.
And let me see who else we have for you. On Margaret Slaughter, fine and court costs would be $225. And Sitnowinski, not for sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. That would be $281. And what we've been doing on this case, these types of cases, is if he has his driver's license, we've been dismissing those because we'd rather him have his driver's license.
On Mr. Sipnewski, is that who you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
So if he has, I'd rather him be compliant and have his driver's license. I don't know if he's eligible, but if he is, and he can get that within a reasonable amount of time. I mean, it's been pending since June.
Sure.
You know, if you can get that, say by the first of the year at the very latest, then, you know, I would prefer that than him paying $281.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can see if he can do that. With regard to Anna Roeder, on her case, what we've been doing on these for consumption of alcohol by a minor, just so you know, this is kind of our standard thing at this point, is I defer any fine that she has for 90 days. And that's if she doesn't have any priors. I'll defer that fine for 90 days. We have a new vendor that we're using to do an online drug and alcohol education course. Basically, it's an 8-hour course that gets condensed into 4. And one of the reasons why I defer the fine is that the cost of that course is $50. They can do it online. And I signed them up for the course, and then they receive all the information by email to get that done. And I had them get that done within 60 days. But it's a little bit more intensive than the usual, where, you know, it's short answer. They write a 300-word essay at the end. And I will also give her credit for the 8 hours of community service as long as she completes that course, because it's a little more intensive because it's the 8 hours combined into the 4. Okay. So as long as she completes those things, no new offenses, she'll get the dismissal at the end. She will not have to pay her fine. And she will get credit for those community service hours. The court cost will be $81. But, you know, this is kind of our standard thing that we're doing on the consumption of alcohol by a minor. They're all getting this kind of deal, unless, of course, you've got, you know, unique circumstances where, you know, you need to talk with Lucy. But that's generally what we've been doing with those.
Okay. Thank you.
And then Mr. Hurt, I think I got all yours, Mr. Neal. Mr. Hurt, on your cases, so on Bendon, the assault class C family violence, there would be no money owed on that one. He had credit for the fine and court costs. Oh, this is super old, from March of 2021.
Yeah, he went to Safe P.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had a felony and then he went to Safe P.
Okay. When did he get out of Safe P?
I think he got out in December of 20.
December of last year. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so on that one, he's not going to owe anything. Then just kind of depends on what you guys want to do on that case. For your next case, Stephanie Hernandez. She's already got $150 credit, so she would owe $281, depending on what you do. That's Stephanie Hernandez, and then Sarah Herrera. It's the same thing, $150 credit. Fine and court costs would be $281.
And I think Miss Feister has the same.
Yeah, let me pop over here and see real quick. No, so I looked her up. She did not do any jail time. So her fine and court costs would be $431. And actually, give me just a second. Let me go in and double check that real quick just to make sure I didn't miss something. Let me look her up in Odyssey real quick just to make sure that that's correct. No, I stand corrected. Okay, so she was in custody. Let me see if she has the minimum 8 hours. Okay, so she'll have 1 day credit. That I'll go ahead and put into the system.
So it should be 281. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Yes, that'll be 281. All right, so I'll make that adjustment. And then is that all? Nope, you had one more.
Are you sure it's because I don't show that she did that many.
Yeah.
It also, it was way less than 8 hours. It was like. Six hours.
Oh, did I do that wrong? Oh, it's 346. I may have looked at the wrong one.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I want to make sure double check on that because.
No, it looks like she's short, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Because she went in at 346 is when she was booked. And then she's released at 10:26.
Okay.
Or 20 minutes. So she should have the credit. It's just slightly less. But when you think about booking process and everything else that they go through when they're in there, and then by the time they leave, it'll be that 20 minutes. And then, is that all?
Oh, you forgot Mr. Neal's last case, Avery. The amount.
Oh, for Mr. Neal?
Vesa.
Yeah, Vesa. So that's 270. We're finding court costs on that one. Okay, so we've got everybody on there. All right, so I'm sure she'll be back over here in just a minute. We still have plenty of time. I'm probably going to put in Mr. Pettit next. Just, I know Mr. Neal, you're local. If we start getting short on time, is that okay if you may have to come over for just a little bit, or?
That is fine with me, Runner. Is it okay with you though? I'm not exactly dressed for court today. If okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Pearson's ready.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Turner and Ms. Pearson, is there an announcement on any of the cases? I believe there's two.
Yes, on Selena Norton, we are going to go ahead and just have one more reset on that. And then either in between the reset time or that new pretrial date will determine whether we're going to come to an agreement or just go ahead and set it for trial.
So on that, our next Zoom is December 6th at 9 a.m. Actually, we're gonna, yeah, no, we'll do 9. Okay, and the next case.
On Jeffrey Hill, I've made an offer, and Ms. Turner wants to talk to her client about it, so we're going to need another reset on that.
Okay, we'll just set it for the same day.
Okay.
And the 6th at 9 a.m. by Zoom.
Judge, is there another date? Our December 6th is kind of full. And
I can do the 13th, but it would not be by Zoom. It would be in person.
Oh, okay. We'll do December 6th by Zoom.
It would, because I have to magistrate that morning anyway. What if it was a 1:30 start instead of a 9 a.m. start? Would that work better?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we'll just do Zoom that day starting at 1:30.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Okay, let's see. Mr. Hurd, I'm going to go ahead and put you in with Lucy real quick. And then Ms. Pearson, we have just one other pro se that will go after Mr. Hurd. It's Mr. Pettit. He was originally set for 10:30, but he has COVID, so he needed to appear by Zoom today. He has a zero balance on both cases. I know he was just concerned about whether or not they would be on his record. I believe one is a public intoxication case. The other one is a failure to ID.
Okay.
Would you rather talk to him first and then Mr. Hurt, or?
It doesn't make any difference to me.
Okay, well, actually, let me go ahead and, sorry, Mr. Hurt. Let me go ahead and put Mr. Pettit over there. And Ms. Turner, was that the last case?
Yes, Judge, am I free to go?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Pettit, you'll be receiving an invite.
Okay.
Okay, he'll receive that. And generally, just so you know, Mr. Hurt and Ms. Danielle, we kind of had some last minute things where we had to put them on the Zoom in order to get them done, but generally we'll try to keep this so it's attorneys only, so you guys can just zip in and out of the rooms a little bit quicker. This one just got a little bit unique. You know, just for your planning purposes in the future, we'll try to do that.
Thank you, Judge.
In case either of you represent the minors or juveniles in the future, the same kind of idea, thing that I was talking to you about, Mr. Neal, with Miss Roeder, that's generally what we're doing on these. Depending on what the offense is, it's going to be, if they don't have a prior, if there's no priors, then it's, you know, it's going to be a deferral. I'm going to defer the fine. They're going to get credit, generally speaking, for those community service hours as long as they take that class. So those will be all of the things that generally we're going to do, particularly with juveniles and minors. The only thing that there might be something that's slightly different is if it's like, you know, assault cases are going to be different, and then theft cases may be a little bit different. There may be additional community service hours instead of getting community service hours for the theft. I think that'll just kind of depend on the circumstances. So that's when I've seen just a little bit of variation in what's negotiated. But generally speaking, for all the juveniles where it's alcohol, you know, same thing even with DUIs. So with DUIs, minor DUIs, they have to do a little bit more than that. We've been doing it with those. And then let's see, possession of drug paraphernalia. So those will all be something very similar. We're probably going to do the same thing with the tobacco cases as well when those come in. So that's generally what we're going to do if you guys start seeing those walking through the door.
Okay. Let me, Judge, if you don't mind, what's Anna Rader? I know when the cops went out there was some underage kids out there. I think she's 17 now.
Okay.
So would she, I mean, does she still qualify for that even if she's?
Yeah, all minor alcohol related offenses are going to have the same.
Okay.
Where you'll find the differences between like this and say like a DUI where they're a juvenile and they receive that DUI and they come through here, they have to retake the written portion of their driving test. And they also have to do the Mothers Against Drug Driving Victim Impact Panel. So there's just like a couple of extra things that they're going to have to do depending on the circumstances. But generally, if there's not a prior, those are also going to be a deferred. I think on those deferreds, they're also 6 months instead of 90 days.
Okay.
So those will typically be the type of variations that we have. But on these and even on the PI cases, we've been using, it's ISAE Online that has the online courses, and it's the ones where they condense the 8 hours into 4 hours.
Mhm.
And it's just a little more intensive where they have to do short answer and they have to do an essay at the end rather than just kind of the multiple choice speed through. I think it's more impactful for the kids to do that. And if you do happen to have to come over, I don't know what we'll kind of see. Mr. Neal, the docket for 10:30 is, it's pretty short. So we'll probably be able to move through cases pretty quick. And, once you come over, you can start talking with her right away and everybody can just kind of wait in line because you already had to wait. Mr. Neal, since, we have about 25-30 minutes left, and I know Mr. Hurt needs to get in there. Would you rather just come over at
Sure.
10:30 and then Lucy will talk to you first and you can just hang out there in the lobby?
Sure. Yes, ma'am. I'll head over there.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. Our timing didn't quite work out this morning.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
I'll be there in a little bit.
Okay, thank you. And then there was one.
Judge, did we give Will Mitchell, who was representing Allison Blair, a deadline? I didn't write down any notes on it.
I don't, did he appear earlier? I don't think I have talked to him yet.
He did. I thought it was Blair Bayless. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I don't know
I
why I have
requested
that-
to be on Zoom and I sent them the link. I don't know why they are not
Yeah.
on here.
Well, we'll just have to send him for in person. But that one, now that she's pled in the county court case, Lucy's approach may be a little bit different to it because she's taken a higher charge. So chances are they're going to be able to work that out. But we'll set him for December. We'll do December. We'll probably do Zoom again December 6th at 1:30. Because we've just been waiting on that case, and so now that that's been resolved, they'll probably be able to do that quickly. And I'll just put deadlines on them to get it submitted.
So here I popped up on Outlook. It says that they were originally set for 10:30. And they said if there was any way for us to set them up on Zoom because they had to be in court in Travis County. Maybe they just weren't done yet. And also the email goes on to say, hopefully they're done. If not, they'll do their best to be here around 11.
Oh, okay.
For the in-person. Okay, well, that's fine.
That works. Okay, so I won't do anything yet. Hopefully they'll be able to.
Actually going to save this email into their file. think they're ready.
Okay, I moved them back over. All right, he should have been, he'll pop over here in just a minute. Is it gonna be a reset, Miss Pearson?
It is.
Okay,
There are some other situations going on, and I need the additional time simply because I'm trying to work out a good plan for Mr. Pettit.
Okay, Mr. Pettit, Ms. Pearson was saying that you both want to reset.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
the case. So we're going to reset the case for December 13th
Okay.
at, would 9 a.m. work, Miss Hoag? Is that okay? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. All right, Mr. Pettit, thank you for being here. I hope you feel better. And
Thank you.
you can be excused. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, Mr. Hurt, Miss Pearson, pop you into a breakout room here.
Thanks.
Finally. All right, you should both be getting something. Did you not get it?
I did, and I hit it, and it didn't.
And it didn't? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you to 2, and then I'll move you into 1 after you're over there. Sorry. And now I will move her again. They have a bunch, so it will probably need till 10:30.
8.
Lucy should be coming. Or if we can't find her, I can announce.
Okay. She's like, somebody help me.
I don't know where she go.
Here, okay.
On Mr. Bindon, she's going to prepare dismissal.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Okay.
2 seconds. Okay, I'm sorry, which one?
Number 3, Jerry Bindon.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay,
On Stephanie Hernandez, just so the court is aware, Ms. Pearson made a plea offer, and I'm still trying to get some videos from the jail, so we agreed to reset that. And then we can do that December 6th?
mhm.
Noon, I think, in the afternoon.
Okay, yeah, 12/6 at 1:30 by Zoom.
Yeah. And then on Miss Ferreira, Miss Pearson made a new offer. And then we agreed to set that, I guess, for 12/6 as well.
Mhm.
If Ferreira wants to take that offer. And then Lucy was going to review some of the videos on that. And then on Miss Feister, I'd asked for a reset to January. We just got retained on that, so I haven't looked at the discovery. And I don't know what the January dates are for the court.
Okay, yeah, we have those. So Zoom for January will take place on January 3rd at 9 a.m. You know, actually for that, because I have magistrate duty, we'll do
1:30.
Zoom on that day at 1:30.
Okay.
All Zooms at 1, yeah, just because it's New Year's. So I have a feeling it's going to be busy.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you for your patience. I'm sorry you had to wait so long.
That's okay. Oh, Lucy, on Herrera, was that an 8-hour online course?
Hang on,
No, it would be
4 hour.
4 hour.
4 hour. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
So is Oliver going to come to the in-person docket?
He is. He was already on his way, and he was like, "I'm not dressed for court." And I'm like, "It's fine. You're in a shirt and a tie. As long as it's not shorts, you're cool."
I was going to say, I know he's going to have to put on different pants. I know Oliver too well.
I know, right? Yeah. So, and I told him just come on over, and that you guys, he doesn't even have to come into the courtroom. You guys can just talk
Perfect.
out there.
Perfect. Great. Okay.
Okay. See you in a few.
Uh-huh.